Right, I want to tell you about some great knots that you really should need to, you need to know how to tie, really, I reckon. So I'm going to start off telling you that I'm tying this just for ease in a bit of dynamic climbing rope, because that's what I've got lying around. And this first knot here is called a figure 8 knot. Let's have a close look at a knot there, a figure 8 knot. And why it's called a figure 8 is because it looks a bit like a figure 8. And it's really important that the knot is tied correctly, because you can tie a figure 8 incorrectly. And I'll show you how to tie it. So I've got my figure 8 loop, and remember I said the left is sitting at the bottom and the right is sitting at the top of that loop. So I'm going to go under my tree branch or around it on this side. And then I'm going to take the loose end and I'm going to follow it through on the top. Not on this side, but on this side. So I'm going to come like this, like that. And essentially I'm going to follow this line through. So here it is here, right? I'm going to follow this one through here. So here like this. Right, okay, like that. See that there? Underneath of here, around here like this, right? Okay, and then through underneath there. Can you see that? Like that. So what happens when this knot is nice and tight and fixed, and you see that there, that's packed. You see how that's nice and neat? If we look at that side and that side. Now the loose end, not the end that I would abseil on, is on the inside. You see that one that I'm going to abseil on is on the outside, okay, of the bend. This is on the inside, this is on the outside. That's important because you can tie this knot back to front, and this end would be on the, these would be reversed, right? This would be on the inside and that would be on the outside, and that's not what you want. This has got to be on the outside and the loose end's got to be on the inside. And that's a figure 8 knot, and it must look, you can pack it together, in other words move it together so it's, let's have a focus that. Okay, so that's it there, you see it looks nice and neat. Okay, figure 8 knot, alright. Okay, so the next knot I want to talk about is a half hitch. Everybody should be able to tie a half hitch. It's used in climbing, mountaineering, it's used to tying ropes onto trucks, to tie down tarpaulins, just about everything. It's such a great knot, and I'm going to show you why. So half hitch, under the object you want to tie it around, okay? Under again, like this, can you see that? And then with the loose end, see where my fingers are, down through here, right, like that. And then what we do is, I'll just leave it apart for a minute just so you can see. You see that? It should look crossed like that. Can you see that there? You can move your position, my cameraman, to have a better look. You can change position just to... Right, so that's what it looks like there, like that, this cross area like that. So when it's together, you should have it together like that. And that's a really good knot, you know. And the great thing about a half hitch is it can easily be adjustable. So I can pull this in here like this. I can adjust it. I don't have enough rope on that side. I can simply go like that, and that's it, right? And it's a very, very, very good knot, useful knot to know. So that's your half hitch. Now I'm going to show you a quick way. That's tying it around some object. Here's another way to tie it. Can you see me here? Right? Can you see this here? So left hand side, right hand side. Can you see that? If you can't see my left and right hands, my cameraman needs to step back a bit. Step back a bit, please. Right, okay. Right, can you see my left and right hand? Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a loop here like this. Okay, I'm going to make a loop and I'm going to say left at the top. My left hand side, the top of the loop is on the top of this piece, right? Then I'm going to get my right hand side and I'm going to go right at the top, like that. And I'm going to make a loop like that. You see, it's also sitting on the top. And it looks like a figure 8, doesn't it? Can you see that there? And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go figure 8, left at the top, right at the top, figure 8, close the gate. And I'm going to grab those two together like that. And if I simply put them like this, hey presto, there is my half hitch, okay, on there like that. Do you see that? Great. Okay, so the next great knot is very, very useful, mainly to cavers and climbers. And I want to put a bight in the middle of the, somewhere not at the ends of the rope. Okay, so this one's called an Alpine Butterfly. So this is what we do. We simply grab the rope like this. We twist it once. We twist it twice. And it looks like this. Just to see that. Can you see that there? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to part this. I'll make that a bigger loop so you can see that. And I'm going to bring this over like this. Okay, let's make it so you can see that what it looks like that. All right, can you see that? And then I'm going to take this loop and I'm going to bring it up through here like this. Watch this. All right, like that. I pull that, pull that, and when you've done it, when it's completed, it'll look like this. Can you see that there? So it looks like, just come in closer. No, that there, right, so that's what it looks like on that side. That's what it looks like on that side, okay? And that is your Alpine Butterfly. Now this, I can attach crabs to, like rebelays. I can have the rope going from this anchor point over here. Step back a bit, step back a bit. Recording? Right, so I can have a rebelay like this. So you can see, for example, I could have this rope down here, coming down here, this one over here, and this one over here. So if I have to rebelay the rope, in other words, I need to have the rope going in some other position, I can do that, or I can simply do this to put a loop into the rope. Okay, so as long as you can obtain some slack on the rope, you can put an Alpine Butterfly in there. All right, next knot.